Work-life balance. Play it safe. Don't take risks. That's cute if you plan on being average. Jeff Bezos ignored every piece of traditional advice, and that's exactly why he's a billionaire. Let's break down the moves that made him unstoppable and how you can apply them today. This is M3, Money Mindset Makeover, the no-fluff zone for millennials and Gen Z who are done with broke thinking, burnout, and bad financial advice. Here, we don't talk about skipping lattes. We talk about owning the damn coffee shop. If you're tired of feeling stuck in the system, hit subscribe. Because today we're decoding how Jeff Bezos' thinking can make you rich in 2025. Not with stocks or crypto, but through mindset, systems, and execution. Bezos built, failed, learned, and won. And now, his mindset is the cheat code for anyone ready to start building their own empire. Chapter 1. The Future Self-Test. The Billionaire's Decision Filter. Before Bezos became Bezos, he was working a cushy Wall Street job, pulling six figures with a clear corporate path. Safe, predictable, boring. Then one day he read a stat. The internet was growing 2,300% per year. That number hit him like lightning. He knew it was history in motion. But instead of just dreaming about it, he ran a thought experiment he called the Regret Minimization Framework. Here's the simple translation. Imagine you're 80 years old, looking back on your life. Would you regret not taking the shot? That single mental shift changed everything. He realized that even if he failed, he could live with that. But if he never tried, that regret would haunt him forever. Now pause for a second, because that's not just Bezos' story. That's you. Every single one of us has a garage idea we're scared to start. Fear doesn't kill dreams. Comfort does. The genius of Bezos' mindset isn't courage, it's clarity. He made decisions through his future self, not his current fear. That's your first takeaway. Big wealth starts when you stop making decisions for short-term comfort and start making them for long-term freedom. And here's the deeper layer. Modern neuroscience backs this up. Studies show that humans who can visualize their future self as real are 40% more likely to make consistent, goal-aligned financial choices. Bezos basically hacked human psychology. So ask yourself, what decision would your 80-year-old self thank you for today? Chapter 2. The Calculated Risk. Why Bezos didn't gamble, he engineered. People love to call Bezos a risk taker. He wasn't. He was a risk designer. Before leaving Wall Street, Bezos wrote a detailed plan. He mapped the business model, calculated costs, and listed 20 product categories before picking books, because they were universal, lightweight, and had millions of titles. That's not risk, that's strategy. Here's the real lesson. The difference between risk and recklessness is research. Every entrepreneur faces that same choice. Quit and chase the dream, or stay safe in a job that drains your spark. Bezos didn't quit blind. He calculated upside versus downside. Worst case, failure and a return to his old career. Best case, global impact. That mindset turned risky into inevitable. And today, the same principle applies. If you want to launch something, don't gamble. Prototype, test, validate. Use data, not dopamine, to make moves. Because wealth isn't built by adrenaline junkies. It's built by calculated executors. Here's the kicker. Bezos even timed his exit around Wall Street bonuses, so he could use that money to fund Amazon. Strategic timing. That's a masterclass in resource management. Lesson. Play bold, but plan smarter than everyone else in the room. Chapter 3. Passion plus patience. The long game mindset. Amazon didn't start as an empire. It started as a janky website in a Seattle garage with desks made of doors. But Bezos had two things that most entrepreneurs lack: insane passion and ruthless patience. He called it the day one mindset. Every day act like it's your first day in business. Stay curious, stay hungry, never coast. That's how he scaled from selling books to selling everything. In today's hustle culture, everyone wants to make 10K a month by Friday. But Bezos understood compound growth, not just of money, but of momentum. You plant seeds for years before they bear fruit. He didn't measure success by daily results. He measured it by trajectory. When people laughed at his slow profits, he smiled and kept building infrastructure. While competitors flexed quarterly numbers, Bezos built the machine that made profit inevitable. That's your takeaway. Broke minds chase speed. Wealthy minds chase scalability. And let's keep it real, patience isn't glamorous. It's lonely, quiet, and often thankless. But it's the breeding ground of mastery. When Bezos was working 16-hour days in that garage, surrounded by cardboard boxes, he wasn't rich. He was resilient. That's the grind phase no one sees. So if your business isn't booming yet, relax. You're not behind. You're building your Amazon moment. Chapter 4. Customer Obsession. The Secret Engine of Wealth. Most companies worship profit. Bezos worshipped customers. He built Amazon on one question: what's best for the customer? That single obsession made Amazon unstoppable. From one-click shopping to free returns to prime shipping, every move came from understanding what people actually wanted before they even said it. And here's the real power move. He didn't just listen to customers. He built systems that learned from them. Every click, every purchase, every abandoned cart. Data gold. That's the difference between companies that sell and companies that scale. In 2025, customer obsession means community. Whether you're building a brand, YouTube channel, or app, the money's not in reach, it's in relationship. People don't just buy products anymore, they buy trust. And trust compounds faster than any stock. Here's the real-world takeaway. Listen more than you launch. Serve before you sell. And build loyalty, not virality. Bezos knew something most business schools still don't. Customer happiness is the ultimate recurring revenue. Chapter 5, The Dream Team. Disagree and commit. Bezos wasn't a lone genius. He was a systems thinker surrounded by killers. One of his most powerful leadership philosophies was disagree and commit. That means this: encourage debate. Hear every angle. But once a decision is made, the team unites 100%. No drama, no second guessing. That's how you scale without chaos. As entrepreneurs, we love control, but control kills creativity. Bezos knew his job wasn't to have all the answers. It was to build a culture that found them. So he hired smarter people, set clear principles, and trusted execution. Here's the depth. Behavioral economists call this commitment consistency. Humans perform better when they're emotionally and publicly invested in a shared outcome. Bezos baked that psychology into Amazon's DNA. So even if you're a solo builder, your team might be freelancers, collaborators, or your online community. The same rule applies. You don't need everyone to agree. You just need everyone aligned. Chapter 6. Fail forward. Turn losses into leverage. Remember the Amazon Fire Phone? Massive failure. Cost the company over $170 million. But Bezos' response? That failure paved the way for Alexa. That's billionaire alchemy, turning loss into leverage. He once said, "If you think that's a big failure, we're working on much bigger ones right now." Because here's the truth. Every big win sits on a mountain of failed experiments. Amazon's innovation model is built on this principle. Experimentation is the price of evolution. Most people fear failure because they treat it like an ending. Bezos treated it like R&D, and you should too. In entrepreneurship, failing small and fast isn't weakness, it's an insurance policy. In a world that changes this fast, AI, automation, global competition, perfection is paralysis. Action wins every time. So if your first brand flopped, your product didn't sell, congratulations. You're collecting data, not losses. Because every failed launch is just market feedback, and feedback compounds. Chapter 7. The 4M Cubed Pillars. Bezos-level wealth strategy. Let's connect Bezos' mindset to the M-cubed wealth formula. Save, invest, earn, budget, but through the entrepreneur's lens. Pillar 1. Save. Fund your freedom, not your fears. Bezos saved aggressively but strategically. Every dollar he didn't spend went into tools, experiments, or people who multiplied value. That's the difference between hoarding and harnessing. Most people save to feel safe. Entrepreneurs save to stay dangerous. Because capital is oxygen, not decoration. Stop saving for rainy days. Save for opportunity days. Pillar 2. Invest. Build assets that scale themselves. Bezos reinvested everything into Amazon for years. He didn't care about early profit because he was building long-term leverage. The same principle applies now, whether it's an online brand, course, or app. Reinvest profits into automation, marketing, and systems that make money while you sleep. Bezos turned every dollar into a worker. You can too. Money grows when it stops needing you. Pillar 3. Earn. Multiply value, not time. Wealthy people don't earn by the hour. They earn by the impact. Bezos built a system where every sale, from diapers to dumbbells, worked 24/7. That's not luck, that's leverage. Your version might be digital products, affiliate programs, or a niche brand. But the math's the same. Leverage is wealth's best friend. The new economy rewards scalability, not sweat. So stop trading time for money. Build once, earn forever. Pillar 4, budget. Data is your financial GPS. Bezos was obsessed with metrics, not guesses. Every decision at Amazon was backed by numbers. That's the mindset shift you need. Budgeting isn't restriction, it's direction. If you don't track your business cash flow like a data scientist, you're driving blind. Numbers aren't boring, they're freedom. Here's the mindset that made Jeff Bezos a trillionaire in the making. He played for decades, while everyone else played for paychecks. He made long-term moves in a short-term world. That's your unlock code. You don't build wealth by reacting to every new trend. You build it by stacking small, smart, boring wins every day until they become unstoppable momentum. Every algorithm change, every recession, every setback, Bezos treated them like weather. He didn't fight the storm. He built a ship that could sail through it. That's what entrepreneurship really is, storm-proofing your freedom. So ask yourself, are you chasing fast money or building forever money? Jeff Bezos taught us that wealth isn't built by talent, luck, or even timing. It's built by compounding clarity. The future self-test makes your decisions fearless. Calculated risk turns uncertainty into strategy. Passion plus patience create long-term advantage. Customer obsession builds empires rooted in trust. Dream teams amplify vision through unity. Failure becomes the tuition for innovation. And the M-cubed pillars, money mindset makeover, turn money into momentum. Bezos didn't make me rich by accident or overnight. His mindset rewired how I saw money, work, and risk. And when you adopt that same lens, your life stops running on survival and starts running on ownership. Up next, we're diving straight into top 10 side hustles for Gen Z and millennials that make money. These aren't your grandma's sell stuff on eBay gigs. These are real modern income plays you can start today with your phone, your skills, and zero fluff. If you're serious about building multiple income streams and finally breaking out of the paycheck trap, that's your next move. See you there, M-Cubed family. Stay bold, stay building, and remember, your first side hustle could be the seed of your empire.